Thank you for sharing the day working for a living with Hoss on Louisiana Proud, KBON 101.1. Thank you for voting us #1 favorite radio.
We ventured to Eunice, where music is preserved by Paul Marks, founder of KBON Radio. He's mostly retired now, but that doesn't stop him from his passion.
My job now is pretty much taking care of the music. And I work real hard to get good music for our listeners.
He particularly likes independent artists, and they're welcome to walk in anytime.
Right now, if somebody walks in with a CD and they're passing the circuit, they come in, we're going to sit them down. Some of the stores are pretty interesting when you get these guys on the road, you know. So yeah, we don't turn any musician down. That's real radio, in my opinion, you know.
He recalls a time when a young Hunter Hayes visited and didn't understand the concept of the B-side of a 45.
He played Johnny Can't Dance by Wayne Tubes. And I said, oh, did you know that I wrote the other side of that song?
He didn't know what a B-side was?
I said, you know, the other side of the record, you know, Johnny Can't Dance, and the other side is Every Day is Mother's Day. I wrote that song. He just gave me that deer in the headlight.
As older musicians pass to the other side, Paul cherishes the voice recordings that keep them alive.
And especially if you have a line, hi, this is Bo Jacques, you're listening to KBON 101.1. You know? That's going to live on forever, you know?
Deceased musicians and other spirits are known to pay a visit to K-Ball from time to time.
They say she's 8 or 9 years old. She has a long white dress and long blonde hair. You saw a kid skipping, you know, a kid would skip across.
Right.
And he thought it might be one of my grandchildren. If my daughter came in, he hadn't seen her, and she brings her kids sometimes. Nobody here but him.
And she's been known to freak out a couple of DJs.
He was quite startled.
You have to clean up a mess in the studio.
I think that's when we started having paper towels in the DJ booth.
Even some old friends have come back to say hi.
I said, he's here? She said, yeah, he's at the door. And he just wants me to tell you how proud he is of you. And thank you for still playing this music.
Paul is also a UFO enthusiast with his own personal encounters. It's probably the music touching all of us, the spiritual world, and the heavens above. Tucked away in the corner of St. Landry Parish, only minutes from the hustle and bustle of Lafayette, is Blueberry Forest, a place to get away, grab some fresh air, and enjoy a healthy snack. The Kidare Farm, with Mr. Jimmy and his wife Sheila and their daughter Lisa, offer pick-your-own blueberries. Just show up, park by the big red barn, and sign in. You may not know, but blueberries grow great in Louisiana, even with the freeze this winter.
They're great. Blueberries love winter. They love the
cold?
freeze. Yeah, a lot of production comes out of Michigan and Maine and northern Georgia. We never covered these ever.
Really? Okay.
And they're outside. And it's amazing. It must just be the right spot because we don't have problems with birds. We don't have problems with insects. We don't cover them, and they're great.
They have over 200 trees, so there's plenty during the height of the picking season.
We have 3 different varieties. We have Premier, Climax, and Tiff Blue.
What's the difference between them?
Some are more tart and some are more sweet.
You just got to get in and try some to find your favorite. The berries are at all heights, so the kids are going to love the picking.
Tell the kids, hey, bend down, like you're going to be awesome picking this. This is your spot.
It's great for families and great for field trips. The well-manicured area makes picking easy. You hear the sounds of the farm, you can eat a little as you go and just have fun. And it's a bargain at just $12 a gallon.
And for organic, you would probably pay an average of $45 to $50, potentially more.
And a gallon is a lot of blueberries. There's so many uses.
Put them fresh in a summer salad, throw in some mandarin oranges, some peaches, mangoes, have a fruit salad.
Jello cake.
Jello cake, blend them up, you can make blueberry vinaigrette dressing. You can put blueberry in anything. You can puree it, Put it on your lemon pie for the summertime. My mom likes to make smoothies.
You're sounding like the Bubba Gump of
I am. Blueberry cottage cheese, blueberry pie, blueberry puree, blueberry salad.
It's also a learning experience.
Things don't grow in a grocery store. Well, where does it come from and how long does it take? And whew, it's hot to pick. We always say bring lots of water, stay hydrated.
And while you're picking, you can meet new friends and enjoy Mr. Jimmy's stories.
Started complaining about having to walk. So I said, well, this one came up on a deal, so I took that.
She's got her own ride now.
But then David.
Wait, they drag race?
Oh, yeah.
Grandkids.
I said, boy, he said, Paul, I want to drive, but I don't want to be sitting on your lap. I said, okay. So I moved over, and boy, he handles this well.
To traffic.
I don't want to go fight that traffic.
No, especially when you got a 5-year-old driving you. Blueberry Forest in St. Landry Parish. Arrive ready to pick, leave with fresh blueberries and some new friends. This spring, as the idea of Dave Trips was conceived, our promo shoot ended up becoming a trip in itself. As we wandered the roads of Vermilion Parish looking for the right place, we found wild blackberries on the side of the road. Later, while eating shrimp po' boys, our marketing director, Artie Richard, exclaimed, "Can you believe we're getting paid to do this today?" Traveling in Acadia Parish, I realized why I made Crowley my first Louisiana home, because the landscape was so familiar to me as a Midwesterner. The first actual trip allowed us to meet Andrew Godley, who took his chemical engineering career and love for beer to become one of the most popular local breweries in Louisiana. Later, we found the magic of the world of Evangeline and how the Bayou Teche formed the lifestyle of Acadians and African Americans. I caught up with my old friend Craig Romero, the director of the Port of Iberia, who showed the importance of a local port and the impact it has on Acadiana workers. The fast boat ride to Vermilion Bay was a little lagniappe. I met the Kidares from St. Landry Parish, a family who loves to laugh and meet people at their blueberry farm, and the Canatellas, who are keeping their family grocery store alive while fattening us up on delicious muffaladas. We even took a trip to Alexandria to meet Rusty Bethley, who creates custom-made bowling balls. I learned my bowling skills were somewhat inferior to a professional, and to Peter Bayo, my photog. On our trip to Eunice, we met Paul Marks, who's used his love for local music to create the flagship of Louisiana radio stations and makes it his mission to preserve those sounds. And while there, we experienced a bit of the supernatural. And the supernatural lives on in a historic hotel in Mamou, where New Orleans native Valerie Cahill has her piece of Cajun history. That's where I heard the music of 100-year-old Willie Duraso's fiddle that no one else in the world can play. And I witnessed him enjoying the youngest generations of fiddlers. I was able to find peace and reflection in the more quiet places of Acadiana, those who have left us still inspiring so many people and giving them hope. I met leaders keeping the faith in their communities, like Mayor Chuck Robichaux of Rain, making his town better, cleaner, while respecting the past. New Iberia's Mayor Freddie DeCord and Development Director Jane Bro and local architect Paul Alain taking what's old and making it new again using tasteful restoration. Mayor Eugene Foulcard and Tiger Verdon of Franklin realizing how important the arts are to their community and acknowledging the incredible amount of artistic talent that already exists. Of course, we enjoyed the tastes of Acadiana, where the success of Jack Miller's in Ville Platte is a family tradition thanks to Kermit Miller and his wife Sheila keeping the recipe exactly the same, and Matt Lejeune baking his French bread as his family did nearly 135 years ago. You certainly can't pass up the flavors of Chef Scott McHugh's cuisine at Mr. Lester's Steakhouse, but it was the inspiring story of the bread man, Mr. Robert Lopez, who persevered when things got tough and was so appreciative to those who helped him rise up along the way. I learned a lot about history, the good and the bad, finishing the year knowing there's beauty all over Acadiana, simple beauty, even in your own backyard.